Morning, Puneet.
Good morning.
Welcome to the new series of Ask Puneet. So today I went through the queries on the website again and I came across a query from Mrs. Kapoor. So basically she had an emergency in her family and her contingency plan did not hold. So she was wondering what she did wrong and how to make a better contingency plan.
Ambika, the problem is that this is not a problem for just Mrs. Kapoor. This is a problem of 90% people. People start their contingency planning by keeping their funds into saving accounts. And that's the main disaster in contingency planning. Because that's not a contingency parking place. Because what happens with these saving accounts is that you actually tend to use it whenever you require for some other expenses. And when you really need those for contingencies, the place is empty. So that's why you need to place your contingency funds in some place where you're not easy accessible. You can only approach you have to step forward and get it done. So like a fixed deposit can be a right place, or a debt fund can be a right place where you have to break it and then you have to do it.
So where there's no easy accessibility.
Yes, it's not so easy access that where you have a liquidity in hand. So saving accounts have a debit card, and that's where all youngsters are also doing that they're keeping their funds. Even the older people, if I talk about in mid 40s also, they all keep in their funds in saving accounts for the sake of contingency. They think that this is the right place to keep because they feel it in a comfort zone, but that's not the right place. You just have to keep a small amount in your saving account which you need for that month, which can have just an impact of immediate emergencies. But when you talk about major contingency plannings, you need to create a contingency fund, which can be into a fixed deposit, whether it's a debt fund, any hybrid fund. That's the right place to park.
So what are the best places to park your contingency funds?
So now contingencies can be also of different kinds. So let's take an example of what can be the contingencies. Like health is one area where people need money in bigger amounts.
Definitely.
But that is a place where you can save yourself by taking health insurances. If people have taken that as a health insurance and a right health insurance has been taken, then you don't need a bigger amount of contingency. What you need is a smaller for that stake that you need for, let's say that you need it for a period of 2 days. Till the time health insurance gets activated, you need certain funds to just pump in. That is only the contingency fund you needed for health insurance. Now you talk about, let's say, job loss. That's a major kind of contingency planning. For that, you need to have at least 4 months to 6 months of fund to be parked. That's a thumb rule which we apply for.
Correct.
Person to person it changes. But for that, you can take other products like hybrid funds, because you don't know when it's not going to happen in a very early stage. You plan it out, you know what is happening, what is going around. So for that, you can take hybrid funds like mutual funds with less of equity and higher of debt. Those are the funds which you can park in for those types of contingencies. And for immediate liquidities, you have liquid funds in mutual funds. You have FDs in bank accounts. Those are the right places for short-term liquidity if you need it. But don't keep it into saving accounts. That's where people feel challenges later on.
Thank you, Puneet. If you have any more questions, please get in touch with us at our website. Thank you so much.